I'm back with my next episode on Sunday Stories. Today, as you must have seen the title, the story is Everything Happens for a Reason. So in this I have two stories, and it actually, when you hear these stories, even you will be able to correlate with the things in our life, where we feel that this happened, whatever was happening for a reason. There was a purpose behind it. So let us start. First story. In a forest, there bloomed and blossomed a beautiful maroon rose. Rose, as you all know, is the king of flowers. And yes, we all definitely admire them, all the roses, and yes, we also find roses beautiful. So in this wild forest, there blossomed a beautiful maroon color rose. All the plants, all the shrubs, all the trees noticed it. Woods, forest have got lots of trees, lots of plants. So all of them noticed this maroon, a small plant with a maroon, beautiful, in full blossom that rose was. So it was admired by everyone. Everybody was looking at it and talking about its beauty, admiring its beauty. So the rose saw that everybody was talking about it and was so very proud. And it started looking here and there at the other plants and was feeling very proud that it was the most beautiful thing over there. There were some plants, some flowers that were talking to each other, and they said, I also want to be so beautiful like this rose. The other one also said, admired the beauty of the rose. There were others who said, no, it is beautiful, yes, no doubt, but everything has a purpose. So, but no, the rose was full of pride, and while looking here and there, it looked at a cactus. There was a cactus plant just nearby. Cactus which was full of, the cactus is it has got lots of thorns on it. So the rose looked at it and said, oh my God, you are so ugly. Look at me, I'm so beautiful. You are full of thorns. The cactus just smiled back and said, yes, you indeed are very beautiful. But there were the trees and all, they were also listening to this conversation, and the trees said, see, don't be so proud of your beauty. Beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. Some may find you beautiful, some may find the sunflower beautiful, some may find the leafy plants beautiful, some may find the trees beautiful, some may find the cactus beautiful. So he said, oh no, this cactus? Who will find this beautiful? No, this is so ugly. Every plant tried to explain. Every tree, they tried to explain. Why? You are not able to understand. But the rose said, no, this is so thorny, it's so ugly. No one will come near this cactus plant. And even the others. So the cactus did not say anything. Even there were some flowers that said, but you have also got thorns. So it said, no. Just look at my head. It's so blossomed, it's so beautiful. I look so nice. And there's none beautiful than me. So this was the opinion of the rose, and it remained so for quite some time. The weather changed. It was hot, scorching summer. It had not rained for some time. all the plants, the leaves were turning yellow. As we all know, during autumn or when there is no rain, all the green leaves also, they turn yellow, they turn brown, and they dry and they fall down. So same happened, the rose did not get water. There was no rain. And it was withering, its petals started drying, and it was very, very thirsty. But when he turned round, he saw that the cactus was very happy, and there were birds. They were coming and sitting there and, trying to suck with the help of their beaks at the cactus. So it was, very curious to know what were these birds doing, why so many birds were visiting the cactus, what was the reason behind this. So when she asked the other flowers and the other trees, they replied and they told the cactus is a stem actually, right? And it is full of water. And it is, these birds and all know that cactus has got water, and they are coming and quenching their thirst. The rose was amazed, and Rose said, "Oh my God, all these birds are pricking this cactus with their beaks. So isn't it hurting? And it's got water. It's so useful. I am dying of without lack of water." So it said, "Yes, this has got water, and yes, quite possible it must be hurting the cactus, but it's so very happy. Just look at the smile on his face. It's so satisfied and content that in this scorching heat of summer, it is at least able to help the thirsty birds, the insects, and whoever wants water. And it's, feeding itself too." It was then the pride of the rose fell, and it realized that everything is for a reason and purpose. That is why the cactus looked so. But it was so useful. The rose was not useful for anyone. Yes, only for decorative purpose for a few days. Isn't it? Similar story. There was a man, he was went for a walk. His house was just near the forest area. This is all both the stories are related to nature and its beauty. So I mean to say that everything is beautiful. We should not go on the appearances, because appearances are deceptive. The appearance of the cactus was deceptive. It was looking thorny, but it was so useful. And in the second story also, it so happened that there was a man, he went for a walk. The woods were just near his house. Many trees were there. And while walking, he was walking with his hands at the back and was pondering and looking at all the different types of plants in the woods. And it crossed, the vines and the creepers, and he saw the pumpkin, this big pumpkin was growing on a vine, on a, very thin stem of, this plant had a very thin stem. It was a vine and a creeper plant with those big pumpkins, and, it was, he, fell into deep thoughts that such big fruits on these delicate little plants. So then on going further, he saw a big walnut tree. Walnuts are, those small ones. So it sat over there under the shade of the walnut tree and looked at the walnuts. There were many walnuts, but all of small sizes. And then, he said, God has made such beautiful trees, variety of plants, variety of trees. Yes, God is great, God is wise. But little mistake God has made, he thought that way. And such big trees with strong trunks, these big fat trunks and strong ones, having such small fruits and walnuts growing on them. And these small little creepers, the thin ones, they have such big pumpkins. Such big pumpkins should be for the stronger trees, and those delicate little things, walnuts and all, should be grown on the small shrubs and bushes and stems. So God probably made this mistake. And thinking so, he just, sat down under that tree and wanted to rest. So, he closed his eyes. And just as he closed his eyes, a walnut broke and fell on its head. He got up and he saw, what was it? And he saw that it was a walnut that had fallen. And then, he went back to his thoughts and said, oh God, what such a wrong thing that I was thinking. Suppose pumpkins were growing on this tree, this pumpkin would have fallen on me and I would have died. I was wrong to misunderstand God. Everything, wherever it is, has a reason and has a purpose. So this was my second story. I hope you liked both my stories. Now you have to think and ponder. Look around you. Even in the daily life, there are times where, we feel that, yes, sometimes, we feel why this happened. But after a few days or some time, we start realizing, yes, it all happened for the good. Everything has a reason. Do take good care of yourself. We'll meet next Sunday with a new story. Till then, bye-bye.